Hi everyone, I'm Paige Abbott and this is your weekly recovery message. I send out my weekly recovery message to a number of people who've subscribed via email, and I had to laugh that last week I had included a quote in this email that said, "Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change," because of course the last message was on the topic of change. And I had to laugh because there was a typo in that. I had wrote, "Your life does not get better by change, it gets better by change." And even when I read that, I thought, what does that even mean? And then I laughed because, of course, I'd written a G instead of a C for change instead of chance. And that got me thinking about the topic of imperfection, that none of us are perfect, and yet our brains often will compel us to try to be so. How many times have you put pressure on yourself or had others put pressure on you to have unrealistic standards of close to perfection? Whether that's with academic performance, professional accomplishment, sports achievements, that it can be anywhere and everywhere, excuse me, that the world and ourselves motivate us to be perfect. And of course, we can't be perfect. So I think part of health and human development is about learning to accept our imperfections and not just accept them, but to embrace that that is a key part of what makes us human and what connects us to one another. If you are still carrying a lot of perfectionist or unrealistic standards for yourself, I'd really encourage you to keep exploring those. So really fleshing out, what are they? What pressure are you putting on yourself and in what realms? And then to start checking these expectations out with the people around you to hear, are they realistic? And if they're not, can you work on kind of lowering the bar? Meaning, can you start giving yourself a pat on the back and recognizing your achievements and your accomplishments, even if they don't achieve that perfect standard that you had been looking for? Because when we have that perfectionist expectation, unfortunately, we're always going to fall short. So then feelings of shame, frustration, disappointment, and low self-worth are going to be really, really high because we don't believe in ourselves. We don't take time to appreciate our accomplishments and what we are doing. So I, just like the rest of you, am a human being. I'm imperfect. We all have our flaws. We all have our things to be working on. And my hope is that moving forward, you can embrace that and hold some grace and some compassion as well as some humility towards yourself rather than carrying these unrealistic perfectionist standards. That's all for me for this week. I wish you the best in your ongoing journey of health and recovery, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.